this video I'll address two questions: what happens to Stable Diffusion in Google Colab, and I also show you how to use Stable Diffusion for free, including options with Automatic1111. So let's get started. First things first, what happens to Stable Diffusion in Google Colab? Well, in reality not much has changed for Stable Diffusion, but Google officially banned the use of the most popular interface for Stable Diffusion, Automatic1111. So when you run My Notebook, it disconnects after 5 minutes or so. However, it's important to know that working with Stable Diffusion is still possible, but in different interfaces, which we will discuss a bit later. Can your account be banned for attempting to run a notebook with Automatic1111? Yes, it's possible, but unlikely with my notebooks. At the very least, it will give you a warning. Does Automatic work in a paid version? Yes, it works without any issues. As a other way to run Stable Diffusion, with Automatic the options are limited, because all existing solutions were banned. You can try to find a methods through Kaggle, which is kind of free alternative to Google Colab, but even it has banned the Automatic just before I planned to release my video special for you. I managed to find a solution, and now it's once again possible to use Automatic for free in Kaggle. However, I believe this solution doesn't scale well, and it may be banned if it becomes widespread. Therefore, I made it available to my Patreon subscribers, where you can access a notebook and use the latest Automatic1111 without any limitations. For those who find this solution unsuitable,
it's a trap!
I would like to remind you that alternative UI still works and works really well. You can use Coffee UI. I'll leave a link in the description. If you are not a big fan of complex setups and nodes, there is even a better solution called Swarm UI, which I've also discussed before. It works flawlessly for basic user cases, and you can check the video with a tutorial, and the link is also available under this video. There is also an alternative in the form of Hugging Face Spaces, which isn't perfect, but can still be suitable for occasional solutions. And of course, there is Clip Draw from Stability AI. So let me show you how to use my Kaggle notebook with Kaggle.com or Automatic1111. That's quite easy. First thing first, you need to create your account. Press register and you can authorize using Google. Okay, next you should press here and press settings. We need to pass phone verification in order to get access to free GPU. And then you can get access to GPU, which will be shown here in the quarters. You have 30 hours a week for free. It is to my mind quite a lot. Then we should press this button here, create new notebook. Here you go. As you can see, it looks almost the same like a Google Colab. And what you need to do next, press File, Import Notebook, and upload my notebook here, which have been linked to my Patreon page. Browse files and choose SD1. Press Import, and here we go. In order to use this notebook, you don't need to know anything about coding, which is very important because a lot of things might look a bit frightening, but it's easy to use, and I say it again, you don't need to know about coding anything. So as it works before in a Google Colab. So now we just downloaded our notebook, and as you can see, it looks almost the same as it was in a Google Colab. We have here step 1, step 2, and step 3. In step 1, we're installing our requirements. In order to do that, just choose this cell and press Run here. I already done this. In order to hide this code, just click here. In step 2, we should download our checkpoint, LoRa models, and ControlNet models. How to do that? Press Expand. So here you should just pass your desired model. To do that, go to your model webpage and choose Copy Link Address, a link for downloading the model, not link for model, just for downloading the model. I say it once again, Copy Link Address, and paste it here, in inverted commas. That's it. And then just press this button or this button in order to start downloading process. There is a code which looks a bit intimidating. In order to make it look clearer, just press here. And also you can hide this bar. In the next cell, you can download your content models also by passing your models content model here. This works almost the same. Just in this case, we use list, so all models should be with commas and brackets. When all models will be downloaded, just run Stable Diffusion. Here we go, we in our lovely Automatic1111 interface. It's the latest version of Automatic which support SDXL and refiner models. Let's generate our cat traditionally. Here we go. So unfortunately, we lose ability to use Google Colab for Automatic, but at the same time, we are able to do that in a Kaggle, which works basically the same as Google Colab. So it seems not so bad. I will update that notebook according to your desire. Just let me know in our Patreon page. And also, if you want me to add any extensions, just let me know and I'll do that. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.